Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to put picture frames around two mirrors. One is a medicine chest mirror. The idea is to have a 1/4 inch overlap all the way around the glass. The second mirror is 3 foot by 6 foot, so the idea there is on the left and right sides, no overlap, and on the top and bottom about a 1/4 inch overlap. The reason for that is that the clips get in the way. You'll see. So I left this shot in specifically, and I slowed it down. It's extremely important that the opposite sides of a 45-degree frame like this are the identical length. So you can see I spent some extra time making sure the length is perfect. I intentionally bought clear primer because it will not show through the paint. I had trouble on the first one I did, the purple primer. It was really hard to cover with paint. So I'm showing two different methods in this video depending on your budget. Method one is this one, which is low tech, which is literally just using a flat table and gluing the quarters one at a time. I let the glue set for at least an hour or two. Method two, I use corner clamps and for the large frame, and honestly, you couldn't do this on a really flat table. You need corner clamps for something really big. It's up to you, but it just makes your life easier. So when I'm doing the corner clamps, what I actually did here is I got the whole frame clamped up dry fit, so everything was all lined up perfectly, and then I loosened only one side, popped the piece out, cleaned it with primer, put the glue on, and then put it back in the frame. The purpose behind priming and painting is that the finish on the PVC trim is kind of dull looking. It's fine for the outside of the house, but when you're in the house under bright lights, it looks kind of dull. So I cleaned it really well, and then I shot self-etching primer and then some nice like matte white paint. It looks a lot nicer that way. So the clips that hold the glass to the wall stick up above the glass a little bit, so you have to cut some relief holes on the back side of the trim so it will sit flat against the glass. So like I said, I'm shooting for a 1/4 inch all the way around. So I get it lined up the way I want it. I put some tick marks on the glass so I know where it goes, and then I glue it down. At the end, I put a little bit of tape just to keep it from sliding in case it wants to slide while the caulk is drying. So putting a large one up like this is definitely a 2-person job. You'll see I put a lot more tape on because I don't want the frame sliding, but I also want it flat to the glass. That's why I use so much tape. The PVC trim is actually very flexible, so you have to put a lot of tape down to keep it flat every 6 to 12 inches.
Peeling the tape off was a breeze. It was really fun.
And if any of the caulk squeezes out once it's dried like the next day or two, you can just use a razor blade to cut it right back off the glass and it looks perfect. I put together a little montage of other mirrors I've done. These first 2 mirrors were from my last house that we fixed up right before we sold. The idea came to dress up this mirror because the edges were chipped pretty bad. Then we rehabbed the basement bathroom, and we did the same thing because the first one turned out so nice. This was a $250 bathroom rehab of just paint, but what a world of difference it made. The next 3 mirrors are from my current house. This is the half bath, this is the master bath, and then of course the target of the exercise of this video, which would be the upstairs bathroom.
Thanks for watching.